When building muscle, the more protein, the better, right? Not necessarily. How much protein, carbohydrates, and fat, as well as calories you consume in a day are all major factors in muscle gain. Hi, this is Kelly from Isolator Fitness, and welcome to our channel. I'm here to give you the secret on how to quickly gain muscle, even if you're cutting calories, so you can start seeing results faster. So let's get started. We think protein when discussing muscle building for a good reason. Protein is vital for muscle repair, and it's full of amino acids, which are the building blocks of strength. So the question remains, how much protein do I need to build muscle? With all the information on the internet, it's hard to figure out what the correct answer actually is. So let's break this down. To put it simply, protein guidelines generally fall into one of two camps, a proportion either of how much you eat or how much you weigh. According to the National Academy of Sciences, current recommendations for healthy adults suggest a diet with 10 to 35% of calories from protein, 20 to 35% from fat, and 45 to 65% from carbohydrates. But building muscle requires much more protein than maintaining lean muscle mass. For example, the recommended dietary maintenance intake for protein for the average adult is 0.37 grams per pound of body weight, and that equals about 56 grams of the total protein for a 150-pound adult. A typical day that includes 3 servings of low-fat or fat-free dairy plus 3 servings of protein foods such as lean meat, poultry, fish, or others that will provide quality sources of protein to help reach that goal. Grains, especially whole grains, provide some protein, but it may not be enough to meet the dietary needs. Remember, this is for someone who is trying to maintain their current muscle mass. Many fitness experts will tell you that you need to multiply that 0.37 grams per pound of body weight by 2 or 3. The best result for you will be determined by your own specific physiology. We recommend that you use our BMR calculator to determine what your macros should be based on your age, height, and weight, and you can find that in the link below. No matter how fast your body builds muscle, you will still need to follow your macros. This is where meal prepping comes in. Eating protein is only a small part of your larger diet. Meal prepping lets you optimize your diet instead of simply eating as much protein as possible. You need to eat a balanced blend of protein, carbs, and fat. Your body relies on fat to supply energy to muscles during activity, and how much fat a person needs can totally vary. As a general guideline, fat should make up 20 to 35% of your total caloric intake. For overall health and muscle strength, focus on sources of heart-healthy fats including extra virgin olive oil, walnuts, almonds, and avocados, and also fatty fish like salmon and trout. When meal prepping, you should be eating half as much fat as protein. Fat contains twice the number of calories as carbohydrates and protein, so it is important to monitor the serving sizes. For example, 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 120 calories, and 1 ounce of walnuts, about 14 nuts, has 185 calories. Buying these healthy fats in bulk will ensure that you always have your macros covered with foods that will give you energy to build muscle. Don't forget carbohydrates. After all, you need more of them than any other macros, and they are an important group of foods for fueling muscle growth. That's because carbs are partially converted to glycogen, which is stored in muscles to power your workouts. This means that men and women who are strength training need about half of their daily calories from carbohydrates. That doesn't mean you should be loading up on pizza and bagels, though. Try adding in a good quality carbohydrates that are low in fat, such as whole grain breads and cereals, for the best strength training boost. Some whole grains even contain a little extra protein. Low-fat milk, Greek yogurt, berries, and non-starchy vegetables are also a good option for getting enough carbohydrates into your diet. When planning your meals and snacks, it is recommended to stay away from higher fiber foods immediately prior to or during exercise. Taking the time to buy and plan meals that are used to the right ratios of these macros will optimize your muscle growth. Eating protein is important, but it's also not the only thing you need to consider. We hope you enjoyed this video on how to meal prep for muscle gain, even if you're cutting calories. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never have to miss an update. Thanks for watching.